This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so okay, we'll start the session, and the people will continue to join. No issue. Let me share my screen. So yeah, everybody please mute yourself, especially Mr. Mm,
Sir, I'm not able to find the screen.
Smita, can you please mute yourself? I have muted you. Okay, so yesterday we were seeing how to now goes. Okay, so yesterday we were working on the basics of the Python, and we had seen how to install the Anaconda environment in your system. So do you have any question? Is there anyone who was facing any issue while installing the Anaconda, or his or her IDE not working, either Spider or Jupyter? Is there anyone, or shall we continue? So if I open my Jupyter, so guys, once the Anaconda install and you have launched your Jupyter for one time, for the first time, then after that you can directly go and search for the Jupyter, and it will start to upload the program or the home page of the Jupyter. After that, if we see, so we had worked on the Python. Let me show you. That was 25/6/2022. Okay, and here, so if you we were seeing the string manipulation, and there you can see that we had seen how to print the string, how to write the multi-line string, how we can use a string as an array, how to find out the length of an array. Okay, so and we had seen certain slicing in the string. Do you have any question till now? Okay, now even we can modify the string. Even we can modify the string. For example, say that we have written a word that is hello world. Now what you want, that you want to convert this string into uppercase. So for converting them into uppercase, we have a function that is called as upper. So write here str.upper. Yeah. So what it will do, it will just convert into uppercase. Yeah, can you see? So it can convert it into the uppercase. And not only this, let me do one thing. Suppose we have written a word into regular, and even whether it is written in the regular or it is written in the capital letter, let me show you. So str1 equals to, let me make it as hello world. In both the cases, so for example, here I'm just writing print str1 dot lower. Okay, and if I run this, can you see? So whether you have the running letter or we have the capital letter, we can convert them into lowercase. Understood, everyone? Any questions so far? Second thing is that
Hello.
listen response. Please mute
Hello.
yourself. Yeah.
Sir, actually, one question. Hello, what do you have to use? First word is capital. Hello, and word capital first is capital. Is there any example for using all the first word is capital?
Sir, I think you are right. You are saying like this, no? Yes, sir. Like this. Hmm? Silencer, what is your requirement? Okay, no issue. So we had seen how to use the lowercase and uppercase, and after that, even we can remove the white space. So how you can remove the white space? We have the strip function. So for example, say I'm again the str equals to hello world. So can you see here that I am using a white space? If you want to remove this white space, then you have the strip function. For example, print str.strip. And when you run it, can you see it can remove all the white spaces? To remove this white spaces, we have this strip function. Suppose you want to replace a string. If you want to replace a string and say I have the variable which is say Upendra Tiwari. Okay, and what I just want to remove, I just want to replace this Upendra with Dharmendra. So I'll just write here print a1 dot replace. Okay, and then in the first argument, we'll have to specify which string you want to replace. So let me write here Upendra. And then in the second argument, you have to specify from which string. So let me write here Dharmendra. So can you see here? So even you have the string and you can replace them. Okay, guys.
So can you please repeat this remove white space function again, this strip function again?
See, the job of this the job of this strip function is to remove if there is any white spaces or the basically here what I'm trying to say about the white space actually consider about the beginning or end. So for example, can you see here we have the white space in the beginning?
Okay.
Yeah.
space before hello, right?
Yeah, so either it can remove the white space from the beginning or from the end. Yeah, so
Okay.
although you will not be able to visualize it, but yes, it is used to see. Okay, let me do one thing. len of str. Suppose I'm just calculating the length of here. So what is the length here? 13. Okay. Now, wait. Can you see here?
Yes,
So
what's the
actually,
difference?
in the beginning or the end, we had the white spaces, and now it has removed it. Is it clear now? Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
So basically, uh, so we have the replace function, and the replace function is to replace any particular string or the substring from your the original string, and we had seen them. Yeah. Then basically, when someday what happens that you have the when you will be working on the NLP problem. NLP means natural language processing. At that time, how to deal with the string data, this function will be very useful. For example, you want to split your string. Split means you want to get substring instead of the entire string. So again, you know that we have this str which is having the uh, hello world. Now, let me do one thing here. I'll just write a str equals to hello. Then I'll be putting here comma. Then I'll be writing here world. Whenever you'll be doing a split, you'll have to specify that what is the position or what is the parameter after that you want to split. And then what I'm writing here, print str.split. And then in the split, we'll have to take that up from where you want to split. So I've given comma. Can you see here? Now, this is one string and this is another string. So you can split your string into substring. That is also, even suppose that you have one string which is hello, another string which is word. So you can concatenate them also by C equals to a plus b. You know that when you use this plus symbol for the string into concatenation, when you use this plus for the number, then to addition. So if I print the C, can you see it has concatenated the hello and word both. Guys, um, yesterday, if I remember, when I was talking about the concatenation part, then at that time someone was discussing, can we combine a string and a number? So at that time, I just not to divert from the session. I just denied at that time that no, we can't do that. But my dear friends, there is a format function. The job of this format is to combine the string and the number both. And for example, say that, see here, let me use it and let me write here concatenation. Then here actually what I want to do, combine string and number together. Okay. So for example, I've written here age, and age equals to, I'm writing here 41. Then we have the text, and here I'm writing my name is Upendra and I am. Then after, we are just putting here curly braces. So the job of this curly braces is to include the number, or I can say that include the combine the number with the text. Here I'm writing print txt.format, and format, and then here I'll have to specify which variable. So I have written here age. So exactly what will happen, this whatever value we had given to this age, it will get combined in the space provided for in the format. Can you see it? It is showing you each and everything here. This is the my, and I am, it's a solely a string, while this 41 is the. Now we have seen how to combine both. Even not only this, you can use multiple times this format function. For example, say I'm writing the quantity, and the quantity equals to 3. Item number I'm giving here, that is equals to 567, and then there's a price which is 49.95. Yeah, and then I'm writing a string named as my order, and in this my order I'm writing I want. Then I have written here the curly braces. Then I'm writing here pieces of. Again, I'm putting here the curly braces. Item for, say I've put in here again this, and then writing here dollar. Okay, then I'm just printing here, print my order dot format, and then I'm providing the, say, quantity. After that, item number, and then that price. Okay, here, as you can see that I have used this format function, and I just want to put 3 values. So the sequence in which I have put it the argument, that is quantity, item number, and price, their value will be just combined to this string accordingly. So first value will be the quantity, because in the sequence quantity has been given first as an argument to this format function. So its value will be coming here, and then the second value will be the item number, and the third one will be the price. What it is saying? Out of range, format, and used. Uh-uh. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Can you see here that as per the sequence of the argument that I had given, it has been added to the string. So in this way, by using the format function, you can combine the string and number both. All right. Then there are a lot of string function that you have to know. Some we have seen, some we can explore by yourself. And you know, the purpose is that somewhere you can do your string manipulation. Like if you want to check whether the string is lowered or not. Okay, so you know that here we have the text one. Okay, can you see here we had used this text? I'll be using text one, and in this text one, say I'm writing hello world. Okay, now I want to check whether the string is in lowercase or not. Then what is the function for this? It is say x equals to txt dot is lower. And whenever the is will be before the function, means it is trying to get the Boolean value. So if I print the x, yeah, it is giving us false. It is giving us false. Is there any word which is letter which is small capital? No. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. It's true. So in this way, we can check whether the string is lower or not. Any other question? Any other question, friends? So yes, there are a lot of functions that you can explore.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, text one equal to hello world and x is equal to text one. Is there any possibility to text one already used in the print text? So result is okay or not?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get your question.
आपका जो x के बराबर text one dot I is lower लिखा है. अगर वहां पे डायरेक्टली टेक्स्ट वन को लोअर लिख के दे दे तो x वेरिएबल ना ले तो होगा. जैसे टेक्स्ट वन इसका टू टेक्स्ट वन डॉट आई इज लोअर. हाँ, यस 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 सर, इस तरह से.
कोई भाई सिंपल सी
हाँ,
बात है, हम हमने एक या तो एक वेरिएबल में डाल के शो कर दिया या डायरेक्टली हमने प्रिंट कर दिया, तो इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा.
ओके ओके सर, थैंक यू.
तो इस तरीके से हमारे पास डिफरेंट स्ट्रिंग के फंक्शंस हैं और हमने कई सारे देखा, कई सारा आप विजिट कर सकते हैं किसी भी इंटरनेट की वेबसाइट पे और वहां जाके भी हम चेक कर सकते हैं कि व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट स्ट्रिंग मैनिपुलेशन फंक्शंस. फॉर एग्जांपल, any other, if I remember, okay, if I'll remember I'll let you know, but these are actually the various important functions that we used to work with. Now, before discussing any other things, first of all, we'll be discussing the conditional and the looping statement, so that if further they will be required, we can use them. So here I'm writing conditional statement. So what is this conditional statement? Anyone? What is this conditional statement? Yeah. किसी को पता है कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट क्या किसे
Yes,
कहते हैं?
yes, sir.
हाँ, please.
Conditional statement, you have three cases. First is you have to switch, then access. Otherwise, second is switch access. There are three conditions. Otherwise, uh, by default, they are printed.
कोई और जो कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट बताना चाहता है?
Conditional statements are basically decision-making statements, like if else, if when, like that.
शांत, आपकी आवाज शायद कनेक्टिविटी में प्रॉब्लम है, आपकी उतना क्लियर आ नहीं रही आवाज आपकी. और कोई? रागिनी, रश्मिता, प्रशांत?
So conditional statement to, for example, if we give a condition to some function and if that is being satisfied, then we receive certain answer for that. And if it is not satisfied, we receive another answer.
Means
So
until and
satisfying
unless,
the, yes, satisfying the entire function is something called conditional statement.
exactly, means Ragini, until and unless the condition is true, you cannot execute the statement related to this condition. Okay. For example, say that you are going into the market. Suppose you are going somewhere and your friend asks you, okay, Ragini, if you are going to the market, please bring some apple. So when you are going to bring the apple,
When I can get the apple in the market.
if you are sorry, if you are going to market, then only. And if you will deny them, deny her, my dear friend, I'm not going market. So that's it. The dream of getting apple is over. So until and unless the condition is true, your statement will not execute. That is called as conditional statement. And in this conditional statement, you have if means you just want to check the condition, and if the condition gets true, then statement will execute. Otherwise, no issue. Means otherwise there will be no any other thing. For example, say I'm writing here a equals to 33 and b equals to 200. And here I'm putting a condition if a is greater than b. Or let me write b is greater than a. Then, so how to write a if statement? First of all, use the if keyword. Then after, put here the condition. And after condition, you have to put colon. Okay. Once you have written the colon, then press enter. You can see that the word that you will be writing to the statement will be started after one tab space. Why? Because it is trying to show that whichever you are going to write here, it is not independent. It is actually inside this if. So I'm writing here print B is greater than A. Yeah. So since here the condition is true, this is why this B is greater than A executes. Suppose we have the just reverse of it. Here it's a 200. Here it's a 200 and here it's a 33. Can you see here? When you are using a single if, at that time, uh, the statement will execute only if the condition is true. If the condition is false, you have not put it any other option. So it will not give you any value. It will not give you any, statement. Now, what is your wish? If if condition does not if condition is not true, then at least we should have any option so that we could let user know that the condition is not being satisfied. So for that we have this if else. And friends, when to use if else? Suppose we are using two conditions, and where one second condition is just complementary to complement to the first condition. For example, if there is day, good morning, else good evening. That means if day, if condition will not be executed, then automatically you have to uh, wish good evening. So where obviously either there will be the day or the night or evening. So whenever there are the condition, means the status of day, and whichever the value you are seeing, they are the just complement to each other. In that case, you have to use if else. For example, if the number is not odd, automatically it's even. You're not going to check the condition for the even because the condition for odd is already being checked. If somebody is not male, then obviously she's female. Means you will be, in case of if else, you will be checking the condition for only one time, that is in the if. Else will just the reverse of it. Else will be just complement of it. You don't have to check it for the condition. For example, if right now this is not a day, obviously it's night. If this is morning, then obviously it's an evening. So you're just taking counter of the complement of the existing condition. So whenever this kind of problem started or you take, then at that time you'll be using the if and else. For example, if if the year is uh, if the year is not a leap year, or if the year is leap year, what will be the reverse of it? The year is not a leap year. So you will be checking the condition for once, and other will automatically execute it if the first condition is false. If this kind of requirement is there, at that time you use if else. Okay. For example, let me continue this thing. Okay. Anyone? B is greater than A. B is greater than A. Condition is true. Then this is B is greater than A will be printed. If this B is greater than A is false, then do you think that you're going to check for whether B is less than A or not? Because the program that you are building, it is related to, or it bothers about the two things only. One, where A is greater than B or B is greater than A. You are not concerned about A equals to B or B equals to A. So when you are taking only these two conditions at that time, if one condition gets false, then we don't bother to check the another condition. So you will just directly print that A is greater than B. So can you see here? We had checked for only one condition. Another got automatically executed if the first condition was false. So if this kind of requirement is there, then we have this if else. And if you have only one condition and you are checking its different form, then for that we have this if else if, and then the final will be else. Okay, for example, if I again continue to this, then I'll just write here. Okay, and then after, see, if B is not greater than A, that doesn't mean that A will be greater than B. Might be they are equal. So we'll be checking for another that is called as elif. And here I'll again check the condition, and that is B equals to A. And then I'll print B and A both are equal. Yeah. So can you see, in all the cases, we were bothered about the comparison between A and B, and we were taking the different conditions for them. So when different condition is there, at that time, first will be if, last will be else, and in between this, multiple else if you can use, and this is called as if else if else. Any question here?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the second condition alif b equal to a.
Hmm.
If the values a 22 and b is 22, by default result is
No, no, sir. Here,
hmm,
no any by default. There is no any by default result. The result will be on the basis of the condition only. For example, B is 22 and A is also 22. Then what will be the output? What is the output, sir? Please tell me.
b and a equal to.
Yes. Oh,
It
sorry.
doesn't show here, na? Condition
No, no.
change.
I just forget to put this column. So can you see B and A both are equal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is called as if else if else. Now, friends, uh, just take 5 minutes. Everybody just try this problem, that whether the year is leap year or not. You have to take only one condition, and the condition is that if the year is divided by 4, whatever year you are giving, if it is divided by 4, the year is leap year. Otherwise, it is not a leap year. So everybody just try with it. I'll be waiting for the 3 minute or let's say 5 minute, and then after I'll check the answer. Whoever done this, please respond in my chat. Okay, I'm waiting for your call. Please write the program for printing whether the given year is leap year or not. I'm waiting for your answer. Sorry, Mikas, I didn't check your chat at that time. Might be that the string that you had entered that was completely lowercase, and just because of that you were getting through. Okay, Mikas. Rashmita, I have muted myself because I'm waiting for people's response. That you everybody has to write a program that whether the given year is leap year or not. Yes, Shailin sir,
Okay, sir.
yeah,
I was having some network issues on my side, so I was not able to hear your question.
okay, no issue. So this is the question that you have to write the program for it using.
Sir, hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I
Yes, sir.
have writing the program. First, we have to using the logical expression. We have to take in the 2024 year
Please write.
divided by 4.
Shailin sir,
The
please write the
result.
program. Shailin sir, please
Huh.
write
Okay, I write the program. Okay. 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 In the chat box.
I expect that everybody will be writing this. Yeah, Rishabh, can you share me your program in the chat?
Okay, sir.
Let me copy this. Can you see here, sir? This is the error. So basically, it should be inside this bracket. It should be inside this bracket, and then you have to write a program. Yeah. Even. Sir, I'll have to check it out. What are the different error here? So yeah. ये सर आपने लिस्टेड ही फिटनेस सारा क्यों ले रखा है?
सर ये स्टेटमेंट मैं अपने सिस्टम टैक्स पे लिखा है, उस पे रन हो रहा है अपने सिस्टम पे।
हो रही है?
यस सर।
चलिए कोई नहीं, फिर देखना पड़ेगा सर यहाँ पे क्या है। कोई नहीं सर। दूसरी चीज एनीवन एल्स? शैलन सर के अलावा ऋषभ ने शेयर किया है। लेट मी चेक ऋषभ आंसर। ऋषभ का काम कर रहा है सर, तो कहीं कुछ सिंटैक्स कोई बात नहीं सर, हो सकता है यहाँ कोई दिक्कत आ रही हो। Now friends, this is the where you were checking about the leap year. Okay, not only this, even we had certain condition. Suppose that instead of using the one condition, you might use the more than one condition, and you want that until and unless both the condition is true, you are not going to print the statement. For example, say that I'm writing here a equals to 200, b equals to 33, and c equals to 500. And then I'm just writing here if a is greater than b and c is greater than a, then only print hello. Okay, otherwise right here give input accordingly. Okay, now if you are seeing here, can you see? So since it is true, it is occurring. Now suppose that C is 50. Okay, let me copy this. C is 50 instead of 500, and still I want to get this print statement. Still I want to get this print as still I want to print this statement, means so it is not going to print hello, because although A is greater than B, but C is not greater than A. But what is your requirement? Even if even any one condition will be true, still you will be printing this statement. So when your requirement is that if only one condition is true, you will be agreed, then you use or instead of and. So it will be printing the hello. And this is the difference between the and or or. In case of and, all the condition that you had given, it should be true. In case of or, it will not be true. In case of or, even only one condition is true, you will consider this. You will consider the case as true.
Sir,
So this is, yeah.
sir, if there any example for the and operations, that means if A and greater than B and something, you give the example, the clarification is very good, maybe.
So I had given the, if A is greater than B and C is greater than A. So here you can see that both conditions are true. This is why we have printed this hello. Otherwise, we are printing give input accordingly. And here, when we were using and, but the fact is that your A is greater than B, but C is not greater than A. Can you see? The value of C is 50, while the value of A is 200. Since this second condition is not true, so this is not going to print. This is not going to print because the requirement of AND is that all the conditions should be true. But if your requirement has changed at what you are saying, that even if only one condition is true, you will be printing the hello. So when this kind of requirement is there, that only if only one condition is true, you will be printing the statement. You can use or statement. Now it is doing the print. So in this way, your and or are different to each other. Then you have the nested if. Anyone, can you tell me what is nested if?
There are two conditions already existing in one conditions. For the if the condition true, the nested equation is first you have to execute, and after that if condition and not else. That is the thing.
See, nested if means we have if within if. We have if within if, means there is an if inside if. So the if which is inside if, it will be executed if and only if its parent if will be executing. For example, say I'm writing here x equals to say 40, and then I'm writing here if x is greater than 10. Okay, then I'm writing here x is greater than 20. Then I'll print here print x. Else suppose the condition check, I have given the message. Yeah, where it is giving the error. Oh, why this is saying, okay, my bad. It should also be if, no? Can you see?
Sir.
So when you are putting an if inside if, can you see this condition x is greater than 20? It is inside this if condition which is x is greater than 10. And my dear friend, this this if x is greater than 20 will execute if and only if the condition x is greater than 10 is true. Okay, so this is the basic condition that you have to use as a nested if. Any questions so far? Did you get the concept of nested if? If
सर
you have
वन
any doubt,
एग्जांपल सर एक एग्जांपल और दे दीजिए प्लीज
Sir,
इसी
if you
का
can give the example, creating a difference between nested if and that else if else जो हमने पहले किया था, उसके बीच दोनों के बीच में क्या difference होगा?
आप ये जो else if है,
हाँ, right.
ये जो if
Else if.
ये जितने कंडीशंस हैं, ये किसी पे डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा कि अगर देखो अगर ये नेस्टेड इफ होता तो क्या होता, अगर ये कंडीशन ट्रू होता तब हम इसमें जाते, और इफ एल्स इफ में क्या है, अगर ये कंडीशन फॉल्स होगा तभी हम इसके अंदर जाएंगे। ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं इसी को उठा लेता हूँ, ये इफ एल्स आपने देखा होगा ना। मैं दूसरा एग्जांपल लेता हूँ, यहाँ पर मैं एल्स इफ ना लेके मैंने इसको नेस्टेड इफ ले लिया। अब आप देख सकते हो क्या है, सबसे पहले ये b इज ग्रेटर देन a चेक करेगा। ठीक है, अगर ये कंडीशन ट्रू होती है तब ये चेक करेगा b इज इक्वल टू a या नहीं। तो अब मैं आपसे क्या होगा, इसमें प्रिंट क्या होगा?
p is equal to both equal
नहीं, ये नहीं होगा। It will be printing a is greater than b. Why? Because you can see that if b equals to checked only if n is true. Okay. Until and unless this condition is true, you will not go for checking this condition. And unfortunately, this condition is false, isn't it? Since this condition is false, and this is the reason you will not entered here. Since you will not entered here, how can you check this condition? So here the answer will be a is greater than b. Let me see. Oh, expected indented, no issue. Let me do one thing. I'll just remove this one. I'll have to check the indentation part. Let me check. Oh, got it. Yeah. So can you see? It is printing a is greater than b because until and unless this condition will be true, it is not going to check this condition. Is it clear now, everyone?
Okay. Okay, sir. Yes.
yes sir
Okay. So in this way, basically, we do nested if. Now we have another thing that is called as loop. What is loop? Anyone? What is loop?
Sir, the program will be running again and again within that particular condition message.
Anyone else?
It is a sequence of list, a continuous sequence of list. We have to repeat it again and again that we are using loop. For example, 1 to 5 we have to adding, counting, something else we have to use from the starting position and last position, and in between that we have to process.
कहने का मतलब है जब आप एक ही चीज को बार बार करना चाहते हैं, सी फॉर एग्जांपल आप प्रिंट print 1, then print 2, then print 3, है ना? तो कहने का मतलब आप सीक्वेंस ऑफ नंबर्स प्रिंट करना चाहते हैं, यू वांट टू प्रिंट द सीक्वेंस ऑफ ए नंबर, दैट मींस you want to do same work again and again. So whenever same work has to be done again and again, then you have two options. Either you use the print statement for multiple times, or instead of this, you just initialize a loop. You just create a loop, and this loop will be doing the same task again and again until you wish to have. For example, say you want to print up to 5 number. So you want to print up to 5 number, then you can do one thing. Just use for I in range, and here you are writing 6. I'll tell you what are these things. And then you are saying print I. I'm really sorry. Okay, and then you're just printing here value. Can you see? First thing again, if you are using range function, then it will be always using -1 and -1 paradigm. So it is printing this sequence of number which you have started with the I, and it will be starting with the 0, and it will be gradually incremented itself by 1, and it is printing the numbers. So same things you are doing again and again through a loop, where you have to take a loop variable and you have to tell up to how many times it will be running. So how many times you will be writing here the number, it will decide on the basis of that -1. So since we have written 6, so it will be starting with 0 and it will be running till 6 minus 1, that is equals to 5. If you want that the alternate number should be printed, then you can write here 6, 2. Okay, so whenever you have to write the loop statement where alternate value you want to print, means you for example you want to start with the 1 and then you want to print the 3, then 5, like that. So at that time, you can specify here. So, okay, yeah, say I have specified 3. Why it is not taking? It is printing the number. Then I am writing here, say 6 comma 2. Okay, if I write here 2 comma, yeah. So basically, you have whenever you will be you require certain interval, then you have to mention the starting point also, that from which value your loop will start. Say I have given here from 0. So can you see here? It is printing the values at the interval of 2. So in this way, you just have to take care of it. Okay, guys. So we'll see the loop, other part of the loop, and we'll see the loop in detail. But let's take 10-minute break, and then after it will get back to, or we'll continue about the loop. Okay, friends?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. were seeing this loop, and we had just started this loop. Now, if we have to use loop, then we came to know. Guys, am I audible? Please respond. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. But your screen is
Okay.
not visible.
Yeah, I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so basically, when we had to perform same kind of task again and again, we use loop. Then it comes to see what are the different types of loop we have. So anyone, can you tell me what are the different types of loop we have? Hmm? Everyone, what are the different types of loop we have? So basically, we have two loop. One is, so if I talk about these types of loop, we have two loop. One is called as while, another is called as for. Both are used to perform the same task again and again. We had seen the syntax of the for loop. Now we'll be seeing the syntax of the while loop. And before that, let me tell you, friends, whenever we use loop variable, we had to perform certain things. One is loop initialization, another is loop check the condition, and then after uh, the incrementation or decrementation in the loop variable. Okay, so for example, there's any loop, whether it is while or whether it is the for loop. So when it comes to the loop, first thing you will be initializing the loop, and then after you will be checking the condition, and this condition will relates to that how many times your loop will be running, and then after you will be doing incrementation or you will be doing decrementation. If we take this example right now, just don't consider this one. So we have the loop variable, which is I, and it is starting with this 0. That means what? Can you see? It is starting with this 0, means we are initializing the loop with 0. And the condition that we are saying here, it will be printing until the loop is equals to 5, because this is 6 in the range, so that will be 6 minus 1 equals to 5. So it will be printing for 0 till 5, and after that it will be stopped. It will stop, and you know that at every print there is an increment of 1. There is an increment of 1. So when it will be running, at that time how it will be happening? First I equals to 0, then the condition will be checked as I is less than or equals to 5 or not. So the condition is true, that 0 is less than 5, then it will be printing I, that is 0. Then you know that the value will be incremented by 1. As I've said, that don't consider this one now. The value will be incremented by 1. So the value of I will be equals to 1. 1 is less than 5, condition true. Since condition true, it will come inside this and it will print I equals to 1. Then again there will be an increment of 1. So the I value will be 2. 2 is less than 5, condition true, 2 will be printed. Then I value will be incremented and the value of I will become 3. 3 is less than 5, condition true. Sorry, Yeah, so 3 will be printed. Then again increment will be done, and 4 is less than 5, condition 2, 4 will be printed. Then again incrementation will be done, and I value will become 5. 5 is less than 5, no, but 5 is equals to 5, condition true. This I equals to 5 will be printed. Now again the incrementation will be done, and the value of I will become 6. So 6 is neither less than 5 nor it is equals to 5, and henceforth it will not come inside that, and your loop will be terminated. Is it clear, everyone? So when loop will be terminated, when the condition becomes false. Whenever the condition will become false, your loop will be terminated. Getting my point, everyone? Okay, and this kind of thing you'll be very clearly seeing when you will be using the while loop. Let me show you. So as I have said to you that whenever you'll be using loop, first of all, it should be initialized. So I'm writing here I, and it is equals to 1. Okay, friends. Now, what is the second thing? Anyone? First, you initialize the loop, and then after you go for the condition. And what is the condition here? The condition is that while I is less than 6, while I is less than 6. Okay, and then we will be printing I. Once the I is printed, we will be incrementing I. Yeah, can you see? Since the value of I should be less than 6, so you know that 5 is less than 6, so it is started with the 1, and it is printing till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way, actually your loop get works. Any question? Okay, guys. Any question here? Friends, if you have any question, then please ask. Otherwise, let's do one thing. Print the table of 2 using any loop, using while or for, it is up to you. But you have to print the table of 2. And you know how it works? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So you have to print the table of 2. And everybody just write the program for printing the table of 2 using a loop and share me in the chat. I'm waiting for your call. I'm waiting for a response. Okay, everyone. So I'm just waiting for 3 minutes, and within 3 minutes, you guys just have to write the loop. You have to write a program in loop where this loop will be calculating the table of 2. Okay. Nobody is responding. Can you tell me, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
So,
Okay, so please print the table of 2 using a loop. I'm waiting for a response in my chat. Rishabh, please share your program in the chat. Only 2 people has shared the code. What about others? Okay, I'll check this one. Silencers. I have doubt that whether it will run or not. Let me check. Can you see? It is giving some error. This while this W should be small.
Yes, sir. That is case sensitive. Yes.
And sir, whenever you will be using the while loop, you should be uh, having some indentation. Means you just use one tab space. Yeah. Here you cannot use this. It should be I equals to I plus what, sir? Silencer. I plus what?
Yes, sir. I plus 1. Sorry. I plus I plus 1.
Print should be small. Yeah. So what is it? It is printing, sir?
2 table.
No. It is printing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wanted the 2 ka pahada. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So here,
Sir, actually,
yes, sir. Now, if I take any one example,
I
say
plus I plus I plus 2.
the example of Mekas, it will be it will run, I'm sure. So I just copy and paste here. Oh my God, it is also not running. Why? If you start with 2, then can you see here? Now it is working. Yeah. So this is the way how can you print the 2 table. If I had to write the program for this, although this is correct, this is totally correct. Although if I had to write the program for printing the table of 2, what I would have done at that time, I'll just write here n equals to 2. Sorry, I equals to 2. I equals to 1. And it will be moving till 11. And then I was just printing the 2 into I. 2 into I. And then here I should be equals to I plus 1. Can you see here? It is also printing the table of 2. But my dear friends, I'm not saying that this is only the correct. Even you people have shared, like Mikas has shared, or Parsnath has shared. So all of you are having correct logic. Yeah. Subramanya has shared. So logic could be different because we all are the human, all have human mind. We can use our mind and we can come up with different solutions. So yes, for the same problem, we had two solutions here. In the one, we were taking the interval of 2. In another, we were just multiplying the I with 2. And in both the cases, we are getting the table of 2. Yeah. Okay, friends. Now do one thing. I just want to print 1. Okay. Then 3. Okay, let me check. Okay, yeah. I just want to print the sum of first 10 number. I want to print the sum of first 10 numbers. And let's say that the number is starting with 1. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to print the sum of first 10 numbers, what will happen? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 15, plus 6, 21, plus 7, 28, plus 8, 36, plus 9, 45, plus 10, 55. So guys, please write a program in loop that will be calculating the sum of first 10 numbers. Okay, again I'm waiting for your call, and the time is again 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, I'm waiting for each and everyone's response. Okay, so Lispita has shared. Hmm. Let me share the code of perv. Let's see, is it working or not? Make me let me make the comment first. Sum of first 10 numbers. Sum of first 10 numbers. Okay, let me. Per 1, 2, 3, 3, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5. Yeah, it is working great. Now Rashmita has shared. Let me run the Rashmita's logic. It will be having indentation error. Yeah. Num is not defined. Where num? Mhm. You are saying till 10, no? Right here 10, 11 only. Okay, then you just print sum. Print sum. Sum 1. Okay, so it is working now. Is there anyone who is facing difficulty to think how this program could be solved? Please, please, please tell me. Is there anyone? If not, then I'll just move to the data structure after discussing the break and continue statement. Yeah.
Yes, that num value, it got deleted while just printing it. I just sent the recent one as well.
Yeah, I saw. So that is also correct. See, I'm just bothered about now whose logic wasn't clear to find out the sum of first 10 numbers. Those who has done, it's really good. But those who are not able to think how it should be done, please ask. Please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll just move to the other part of the loop. Okay. So you are seeing just here the loop. In this loop, there's a very important term that is called as break statement. Can anyone tell me what is break statement? What is break
Used for
statement? Anyone?
terminating the current loop.
Sorry?
It is used for terminating current loop.
Yeah, means when the condition will be true, it will just terminate the loop, isn't it? Will come out from the loop. So
Hello.
yeah, yes sir.
Actually, condition depend upon the yes and no. If the condition is true, condition go to the yes and print. Otherwise, condition are true. For the example, if A is greater than 2B and B is greater than C, we have to check the condition of input, value of A and B and C. If the value is condition for the A greater than B and other condition B greater than C, is depend upon the input. If the condition is true for S, so go to the A, B, C of output. That is the conditions.
Yeah. So basically, in the break statement, when the condition will be true, we will just terminate the loop. For example, Say we are taking a list. Okay, for say I have taken a list fruits, and here let me write the name of the fruits like apple. Okay, what is list and what is tuple we'll discuss right now. Just take the example only. Then we have written banana, and then we have written this cherry. Okay, then we are just printing a using a loop for say x in fruits, and then we are just writing here print x, and then I'm writing here if x equals to banana, then just break. So what does it mean? It means it will be printing the list, but once it will discover banana, it will stop there. The loop will not work once it gets this banana. So can you see, before banana you have only one fruit, that is apple. So when it would have printed the apple, after printing the apple, the second is banana, and means the x equals to banana will be true. Since it is true, the break statement will get called. Break statement will get called and it will terminate the loop. Yeah. So can you see here? After that, your loop is not working. And there is another statement that is called as continue. The job of the continue is that whichever condition you'll be giving in the continue, it will print all the elements except that you had given in the continue. Okay, for example, yeah, okay. Now, yeah, okay. Now, suppose what you want, you don't want to print banana only, except banana, whichever fruits you'll be discovering, you want to print them. So what you will do there, instead of using break, you'll be using continue. So you can see here, since we had only three fruits, apple, banana, and cherry, and once it discovered a banana, it is it just skipped this banana and except this banana, it is printing all the fruits. So depending upon your requirement, you can use both the condition just to print the element. Any question here? Friends, any question? Now, you know what is a string? Can anyone define me what is a string? Come on, guys, we had discussed a string. Can anyone
String that is
define me
like
what?
character. We have the combination of character like name,
Okay,
something banana, anything else, and it use uh, double comma and single comma in both sides in between them. I think.
I'll randomly ask to anyone. Okay, Parv, you tell me what is a string? Guys, response is really very necessary. Until and unless you will not respond, how I'll come to know that whether you are getting the things or not. Because as per the response you'll be giving, I'll be making myself sure that yes, you people are getting the things that whatever I'm delivering. So, Parv, please tell me what is string?
I think arrays of bytes, which is representing the characters, is a string in Python, I believe.
What is your name, ma'am?
Mansi.
Mansi, you could have answered earlier also, isn't?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So basically, I can say that the string is a character of array of character. So what I'll do here, I'll just print the letter of a string through loop. I'll just print the letters of a string through loop. Okay. So for example, say I'm saying here for x in banana, and then I'm saying print x. Guys, please please just keep this statement in your mind, because whenever you will be working on the data set, might be that you require this logic. Print x. Okay, so this is the loop. Whenever we use loop, what are the three stages that we do actually? Anybody? So whenever we use loop, the structure of a loop that we follow, first of all, it is initialized. Now, when we were working on the number, then we were using range. Here we are working with the string. So your x will be initialized with b, and it will be printing each character until and unless your banana string gets end. Means until and unless it reach to this position, reach to this index, it will be continuing printing the character. So it is started with the B. It will be increment. It will be, accessing the character one by one. There will be the increment in the position by one, and then it will be keep continuing until and unless your banana means or your loop reaches to the index of this A. Yeah. So can you see here that it is printing the each character of the banana. Now what I'll do here, I'll put a condition. I'll put condition that if x equals to b. If x equals to b, not b, if x equals to n, colon break. So what should be the answer here? You can see that I am using loop with break and applying this on the string. So what should be the answer of it? Anyone please unmute yourself and you can discuss this answer.
Yeah, it will be BAAA.
Let's see. Although it should be BA. It should be BA only.
Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah.
Why? Because once n will be found, it will be terminated. The loop will be aborted. The loop will be cancelled after that. If you want that except n, all other character of the string should be printed. So what you will be doing here? If you want all characters in this string should be printed except your n. How is it possible?
We should replace break with continue.
Exactly. So here we'll be just replacing this break with the continue. So what it will do? It will print all the character of this string banana except the n. Yeah. So this is just like how can we use the loop. Any question, friends?
Will it take only text only?
Which one?
Is it take only text or
No,
take
dear.
numbers also?
We have worked with the number also. Can you see? For
Yeah, yeah.
example, I'm just copying any number. Let's see. I'm just writing this one, huh? And then what I'm writing here, if I equals to 5, then break. Okay. So can you see here? Since the interval was of 2, okay, let me remove this 2. Can you see here? Although you know
Yeah.
that, so even let me write here 3. So can you see? Once 3 was discovered, it has aborted the loop. Now same
Yeah.
way, if you want to print all the numbers except 3, so use continue. Yeah. So what does that mean? We can use this break and continue for the number as well as for the text data. Is it clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Now let's come to the data structure of a let's come to the data structure. data structure in the Python. Can anyone tell me what is data structure? What is this data structure? Anyone? Guys, I'm waiting for your call. What is data structure? Is there anyone? Either you respond as no. Prashant has beautifully defined, used for organizing and storing the data. Yes. Yeah, Perp, you're right. But you are giving an example, and I was asking what is data structure. So yes, when the data structure actually tell about how the data should be organized and they should be stored in the memory. And the list of the examples in the data structures are list, tuple, dictionary, and set. So these are the four data structure that you are going to explore today. Okay, so let's start with the list. Perfect, Rasmita. So when I'm talking about the data structure, and here, as I have said to you that the examples of the data structures are list, tuple, and dictionary and set. We'll just start with the list first. Now I can say that this list are used to store multiple items in a single variable. This list is used to store multiple items in a single variable. For example, say that we are taking an example where fruits is a variable, and in this fruits variable we are giving the multiple values, like the apple, we are writing banana, then we are writing cherry, then we are writing kiwi. Okay, so if you print these fruits, yeah, it is printing the value. Okay, if you check the type of fruit, yes, it is the list. As I have said to you that it can be used to store multiple type of the items also. For example, let's say I'm writing a person and the value is say Narendra Modi, and his age, let's see, 70, and email ID, the user ID is yours Modi. Yours Modi, for example. Okay, or let's do one thing here. I'm writing true. You know that true is the Boolean value. So one data that we are giving here is the string. Another is the numeric and another is the Boolean value. So in a single variable, we are storing the multiple type of values, and when you run it, let's print it. Can you see? It is not giving any error. So I can say that the list is the collection of multiple items of multiple type. We can have multiple type, we can have same type. As you can see that in the case of fruits, we were having multiple items but of same type, while in case of person we have the multiple items with multiple types. So it's up to you, as per requirement you can decide that whether your list should have mixed data or whether your list should be having same kind of data. Okay, now if I talk about this list, then in this list, the value that you store, these values are called as items. The value that you store, these values are called as items, and the index starts with 0. So if I say that I just want to get the value at index 1, so index 1 means 0, 1, 2, you will be printing the 70. You will be printing the 70 because the index starts with 0. If you want to print the first item, then you have to print the item at the index 0. Okay, so in this way, you have to decide, and the indexing is always start with the 0. So the values, if you're saying that I want to get the second value, means the index of the second value will be 1. If you want to print the third value, third item, means you are talking about the value at the index 2. Yeah. Now, if you have to define the property of a list, so one is called as it is mutable. Mutable means you can change it. Second, it allows duplicate value also. It allows duplicate values also. For example, as you can see here that the first value has been repeated again. Let me run this. Can you see here? Even same value was printed for twice because your list allows the changes. Sorry, allows the duplicate. So I'll write here. Yeah. So as you know that the list is mutable as well as it allows duplicates value. So second thing is that if I do, I'm writing person 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm writing here person 3 equals to Rahul Gandhi. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, if I run this person, can you see here that earlier at the index of 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, earlier at the index of 3, we had a text data that was Narendra Modi. Now we have replaced it. We have done certain changes. We have mutated it, and now instead of this Narendra Modi, we have Rahul Gandhi. So the items in the strings are changeable. Hold for 1 minute. Yeah. So the feature of list is it is changeable, as well as you can use duplicates also here. If you want to check the length of a list, so there is a function len, and len of say I'm talking about the fruits. Can you see here how many items are there in this fruits list? They are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it is telling us the length of a string. Okay, and if you want to check the whether it is list or not, you can use type function. All right, so this is about the list. Now if you want to access a list, then how can you access? Just giving the position of the data in the list. For example, I want to get the data at the second index in this fruits. So what is the data or the item at the second index? Anyone? Yeah. So let me do one
Cherry.
thing. Hmm?
Cherry.
Cherry. Yeah. Okay. And since they are having the multiple items, and here we are accessing the items with the index, so we can use negative indexing also in case of accessing an item from a list. For example, say I'm writing here print fruits, then I'm writing here -1. Can you see? It is starting with the last index. Yeah. Then even you can use slicing in the list also. Sorry guys, any question is there? If you have,
Because I'm pro editing college. No, ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି chocolate 8 ମିଳିଛି ଆଉ
okay, then you can use the range of indexes, or in other words, you can use slicing in the list also. So what I'll do here, I'll just add certain items in the fruits. I'll just add certain items in the fruits so that I could show you how the slicing is done in case of a list. So suppose that this is the fruits data, and we are increasing the number of items in this list. So kiwi, then after I'm writing here orange, then I'm writing here pineapple, then mango. Now what I want, instead of displaying all the items of this fruits list, I just want to display only this cherry, kiwi, and orange. How can you do this? Anyone? Can you direct me? How can I print this? I just want to print cherry, kiwi, and orange. Can anyone tell me how can I do this?
For using the range function with index 2 to 4.
Good. No, not like this, silencer. Who was speaking right now? Can you tell me your name?
Yes, Rishabh.
Rishabh. Rishabh, can you guide me how to write that? Print. Then I'm writing fruits now.
Fruits.
Then
Giving the range
tell me how.
using the bracket.
Which bracket?
The one which is near the P.
Basically, whenever you will have to use slicing or you will have to select certain range of the values, you'll be using square bracket.
Yeah,
Okay.
square bracket.
Then
2 comma 4.
the two not comma, colon.
Yes, sorry, colon.
Whenever you have to give ranges, then you'll be using colon. So the second, at the second index, which value is there? Cherry, 0, 1,
Cherry.
2, cherry. Then we want to move till orange. So
Orange.
2,
4.
3, 4. Isn't?
Yes.
But whenever you give the range, your range works n minus 1 paradigm. So since you are giving 4, it will be going till 4 minus 1 equals to 3. We'll just write here 5 so that you could get up to 4. So cherry, kiwi, orange. Is it clear, everyone? Any questions so far? Now, everyone, what I just want to display all the fruits starting from cherry till end. I just want to print all the fruits from cherry till the end. Please, everyone, write the code and response in the chat. 2 minutes is for the 2 minutes is the time for this. I want to print this. Everyone, I'm waiting for a response. Write the code and share in the chat. Okay, Parv has responded, Prashant has responded. Silencer has responded. Others? So guys, obviously from cherry onwards, I want to print everything. Then why to specify the end index also? Since I know that I have to print all the elements after from cherry onwards. So why to worried about the end index? Don't worry, your code is not having any error, but unnecessary you are taking pain to find out the end index also, when I have said that you have to print all the fruits starting from cherry. So from cherry till the end you have to move for all the fruits. Okay, so can you see here, after cherry it is giving all the values. So yeah, I'm really very happy ki, now you have started to respond, be it Lispita, Mickey, Shalin, Sir, Perv, Prashant, and really, it makes me happy if I'm asking some question and you people are responding them. And if you remember when we were discussing indexing is string, same thing will be applied to the list also. Same thing will be applied to the list also. And suppose that what I want to do, I want to check, say if apple is present in list. Guys, 2-minute time is there. Please write a program in Python where you have to check whether apple is present in the list or not. Which list? Fruits list. Okay guys, so just write a program for this. The time is 2 minutes. Let me check who has shared the answer. Right now, nobody. Okay, I'm waiting for 1 more minute. Prashant, I have not discussed function till now. So you don't have to define a function. Without using function, you have to write a program. Since we have not started to discuss function, then you will not be discussing function right now. Okay. I I had told you guys there is a keyword that is being used to check whether this item exists or not. Do you remember I had told you guys there is a in and not in? Yeah. So here you have to use in keyword. Yes.
Sir, there is some problem like in the chat box. It is not rolling. Sir, can I just could it be like this? Fruits is equal to square brackets, inverted commas, apple, comma, banana, that whole code with the square brackets closed. If inverted commas, apple, in fruits, then then
Exactly,
colon,
you're right. Got it.
then
Got
print,
it.
sir. Print
What is your
within
name?
brackets Rashmita, sir.
Rashmita, you're right.
Okay.
The logic that
So
you
there
had
is
told.
some issues where the maybe my phone is hanging or something, sir. The chat cannot
Then why
be
why why
rolled.
you are attending a language class through a phone, Rashmita?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
you have installed the Python in your laptop, isn't?
Yes, sir, I have installed, but there were some issues on my side today, so the connection is not good. I am getting thrown out of the class. So, in order not to
Okay.
miss anything, in the middle, sir, the screen also went blank. I was able to only hear your voice, and I was not able
Uh,
to see what was happening. So, today it is like from the laptop, then little from the phone, again from the laptop. It is happening like this.
okay, no issue. So, um, yeah. So if apple in fruits, yeah,
In fruits,
fruit,
then colon, then
yeah, then
print
print.
within round brackets, yes, comma, within bracket apple is in the fruits. Then the bracket will close, the inverted comma will close, and bracket will close.
Yeah, that's it. So the logic is okay, then everything is okay. And if I have to check uh, whether apples should not be in the fruits, so how should I check? This not in. Yeah, there's a not in keyword through which we can justify that apple is not in the list. And if it will be there, then it will be returning false. If it is there, it will be returning true. Isn't everyone? Any question? Guys, hold on for 1 minute. Okay, guys. So in this way, you have to use not in. Yeah. So once you have used not in, then it will be doing this. Okay. Now, if I have to change since I told you that list is changeable, so instead of banana, I want to change it as a Okay, so what I will do here, I'll just write here fruits. So I'm writing changing or replacing the banana with guava. Okay, so here just fruits equals to fruits, then index of banana is 1. So fruits of 1 equals 2. Here I'll be writing guava. And then if I print fruits, then can you see that we have changed banana with the guava, and that's why I can say that this list is mutable. While my dear friend, this is not possible in the case of tuple, but anyhow, we know we are talking about this list. So yes, the list is mutable. We can change it. And even not this one, we can insert certain item in this list also. For example,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
we had changed the first fruit, guava, or like banana to guava. So if you want to
Yeah.
change kiwi or orange, should we write fruits one only, or it will be something else?
No, no. See, you have one option. Either you can select a range, or if you want to say replace kiwi with guava, for example.
Yes, yes, sir.
So what is the
Yeah.
position of this kiwi?
One,
What is the
one,
position
two,
of this
three.
kiwi?
Three, sir.
3, no? So
Yeah.
fruits of 3 will be equals to something.
Okay,
Fruits,
fine, sir. Got the concept.
yeah. Fruits of
Yeah.
3
Fruits of
equals to,
three
say,
equal to
banana.
inverted commas banana. Okay.
Yeah. And then if I write here, can you see? So
Okay, sir.
whichever
So here
replacement,
print option is writing print option is not mandatory. It will print by itself.
yeah.
So is it necessary or yeah, I don't think it is necessary. If we write fruits also,
Actually,
it is same.
in case of objects, it is not necessary.
Okay. But if
Yeah.
numericals
Like,
are there, then print is needed, sir.
yeah. Basically, when you are talking about the variables here, at that time
Yes,
we
sir.
require print. Otherwise, if you have series, list, or data frame, at that time print function is not required.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? Now, if you want to insert, then you have the insert function. You can insert a value in the list. Okay, but you have to provide the index, that at what index you want to insert the value. For example, fruits. For example, fruits. Say I'm saying dot insert. Then we'll have to give the index. For example, say at the index of 2, 0, 1, 2. At the index 2, I'm adding one more fruit that is called as watermelon. Yeah. Now, if you print the fruit, you can see that, and then at the index 2, you have the watermelon, and the cherry has been shifted to the index 3. This is the one option through which you can add one item to the list. Another option you have, that is the append. Okay, but whenever you'll be using the append, what does it do? Anyone? So let me do one thing. I'll just write here fruits dot append, and here I'm writing peach. right now I'm recalling all the fruits name. So fruits. Yeah, can you see here? Append always insert the item at the last, while through insert function you can specify the index position, that at what particular position you want to insert the items. Now sometime what happens, might be you want to remove any list items from the uh, list. So for that you have the remove function. So that is fruits dot remove, and then here I'm telling say peach. So what will happen, you just print this fruits, you can see that, oh sorry, it's a string now. Yeah, so right now you don't have this peach in your list, you don't have peach in your list. And if you do not specify the index, you can use pop function. You know, you have ever heard in the data structure stack where the push and pop operation were used to perform. So pop means removal of the item. So here also you can um, use the pop function to remove the item. So for example, say I'm writing here fruits dot pop, and I'm providing the index 1, means I want to remove the items from the index 1. So let's print this fruits. Guys, can you see here right now guava is not there because I have removed it. And friends, if you don't provide any index, then it always remove the last element. So yes, can you see it is removing the last element, and it has been removed now. So in this way we operate on list. And guys, I'll have to leave today. So today we had discussed this list. Tomorrow first we will discuss the tuple, dictionary, and set. Then after we'll come to the function. All right friends, so any question do you have, or I'll just end this session? So everybody, any question?
Sir, just a query. Rashmita this side.
Yeah.
Sir, like that in line number 106, you had written fruits dot pop inverted like within brackets. So it
Yeah.
is coming as mango. Is it possible like we can remove any one fruit from the middle, like from
Uh,
the whole array?
Rashmita, you can remove any item from anywhere, but you have to specify its position. Okay.
Okay.
For
Okay, sir.
example, you want to remove this orange. So what
All
is the
right.
position of orange? Just start with the 0 index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just write here
Okay.
4. Okay. Then it will be removing orange.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Whichever
sir.
operation you want to perform in the list, you first have to specify its position. You first have to specify its index. Once you have specified, things will be done.
All right, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
let's stop. Let's stop now. Let's meet next week, and we'll cover data structure, uh, whichever is left now. That is the tuple, set, and dictionary. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Let me stop this recording first.